Edition of the Brigades are. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another 60 minutes of brigade content. And as we usually do every Wednesday evening from 4 to 5, we'll talk about brigade history. We'll tell you how far we have come. It's important that we acknowledge where we are coming from. And then this session will focus on the Eastern Regional Council. We'll delve into how the Anglican brigades are faring in the Eastern region. We would have one gentleman and a lady from Eastern region for the discussion. Reverend Father is also here. He is the youth director in the Koforidua Diocese, organizing the brigades. He has a lot to share with us. And who is in the house? The national organizer himself. He's here to talk about the command courses that we are having and a lot more. I'm not here alone. This is Fifi Amwahope. I'm here with 𝗟𝗓𝗓. 𝗟𝗓𝗓, how are you?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
Welcome.
Thank you.
What do you have for us?
Oh, today
Sure.
I am hoping that we have a lovely time and also we learn more stuff, have an impactful time together, and we are hoping that our friends watching, our brigade members, both girls and boys, and even those who are not brigade members, will get to know more about the brigade and also would have a feel or would have that passion to join brigade. So yes.
Excellent, 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 and wonderful. So we are taking a break. I'll be back. This is a brigade hour. Stay close to your set.
Looking for professional office space? We are here to help you out in every way. Available space to let within the building is a total of about 2,500 square meters. We have in place disability-friendly washrooms, male-female washrooms, and kitchenettes with 24/7 water supply. We are providing the best office space for your business, coupled with an on-site clinic and a spacious car park. Reach out to us before your competitors do. Wesley Towers is designed to make you feel safe, offering you the needed luxurious personal space. It comes with affordable pricing package. Please contact for details and inspection on 0503 109 978, 0500 166 304, or 0556 302 880, or 0243 614 423. Wesley Towers, offering you a safe, secured, luxurious office space.
We are still on the Brigades hour, and the verse for the week is Psalm 119 verse 11. Psalm 119 verse 11. I have hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. Psalm 119 verse 11. Rama, can you say something about Psalm 119 verse 11?
So actually, this is one of my favorite quotes or one of my favorite memory verse. And when we talk about having the word in our hearts, it means that as a Christian as we are, and as brigade girls or boys, we are prone to the word of God. And so whatever we do, we need to walk in the word of God. That is to say, not just learning or reading about it, but meditating and putting it in our hearts, getting conscious of the word each and every time. So this is one of the memory verses that actually touches us. It reminds us a lot.
You are nearly coming to preach.
Yes.
Right. That is Psalm 119 verse 11, and we listen to 𝗟𝗓𝗡, who nearly gave us a very, very deep commentary about Psalm 119. Thy word have I hidden in my heart, that I might not sin against thee. We'll have the history of the brigade coming up. Officer James is here, a historian. He's here with us. It's as if he was with Scotland trying to establish the brigade and stuff. Coming up next is our endorsement with Right Reverend Felix Adansik from 𝗟𝗓𝗘 House, Anglican Bishop. Let's listen to Reverend Father.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon to you, Bishop.
Can you hear me?
Yes, please. We can hear you loud and clear. How is 𝗟𝗓𝗘?
𝗟𝗓𝗘 is calm. The weather is very cold today. Cold.
Oh.
So it's fine. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bishop. What do you have for us, Bishop?
Yes, I just want to talk a little bit about the Boys and Girls Brigade. It's been in our diocese for some time, but it is only recently that we are trying to revive it, because it's the interest of it, went down. So we are trying to revive it in the diocese. So recently we organized 2 programs where some of your brothers and sisters came to lead in that program. And then I know that the Boys and Girls Brigade, I would say it's like a movement, I think, that empowers young people to become responsible citizens, leaders, and also make disciples for Christ. And I think that if we encourage all our churches to try and enroll the boys and girls in their churches in the brigade, it will help them, because they learned verbal skills, and then they develop good character also from what they learned when they meet. So it is important that we encourage our churches, because the impact of the brigade, it's very great on the life of our people, young men and young women. So if we encourage that, it will help the nation to develop disciplined young men and women who can come together, to work to achieve good things for the church and for the country. So I think that having a brigade in our churches will help to promote discipline. You know that at the moment, discipline in our country is going down. And I think that with the Boys and Girls Brigade, we can bring that discipline up again, because of the teachings that they will be receiving from the Boys and Girls Brigade. So I think that we need to empower our churches, that they should spread the message about boys and girls, the need to have them in our churches, and also tell them the importance of it, that it will help transform young boys and girls to develop them to become responsible citizens for our country. Through Brigade, they will be equipped with leadership skills that will make a lot of difference in our churches and in our communities. So I wholeheartedly endorse the ministry of Boys and Girls Brigade in our churches, and I think that as leaders of the church, we should empower them so that they will be able to bring up good citizens for the next generation.
Thank you very much.
This is all that
Thank you very much
for the Boys and Girls Brigade.
Very well. That was Reverend Father Felix Anansi, the Bishop of Koforidua Diocese of the Anglican Church, and we are very much grateful to Bishop. We are taking a break, and when we come back, then we'll delve into the history of the James Naughty. Let's join us. This is a Brigade Hour. Don't go away. Time for history, and this is a Brigade's Hour. We are here with Officer James Naughty, officer in the Greater Accra region, our historian, to delve into archives. What is in the archives today?
Yeah, so today we're back home. We are in Ghana. I want to see what happened early beginnings of the Boys Brigade. And so we prepared something with support from our friends, the UK office in Switzerland, and also here in Ghana, a team of research people. I will put everything for you to know about us in the Boys Brigade.
Very well. Very well. That's the Boys Brigade Ghana in the early beginnings?
Yes. Yeah, so basically, it started with this information we had from our own Datsun, the national organizer, and then we also had information from the Presbyterian Church in 1970. They had speculations about how the history began, and subsequently we have other informations that we've seen. We've seen information concerning how it was reported by one Howard, who was an executive member at the time. He told us about 1912. In 1969. He also gave us information about the death of Reverend Annan. The issue is how he spelled Annan, and what we also have now in our books since 81, how it was presented to us. We also arrived at 1911. So you've seen disparities in the years 1908, 1909, 1912, 1911. And these are the issues that prompt us to go further to look at what is actually in our history book. Also get authentic source to support what we have seen. And so we came up to address all these historical inaccuracies that we have seen, perhaps to clarify things more, to know what actually happened, and all these so-called early companies that were found in the Presbyterian Church in Eastern region. We needed clarification, and that resulted to going to these sources that actually helped us. We've been supportive, helping these archives also to stock and share information amongst themselves. And of course, they've also helped us to enrich our own history. So this is where we began, from the overseas register, documenting all the foreign and colonial companies. At page 47, we have something about First Christian Book. It said on 16 May 1910, we have started the Boys Brigade in Ghana, Basel Mission Church. So that was documentary evidence giving us the first captain founder as John Christian Magnuson, and then the Reverend Minister was 𝗟𝗜𝗘𝗘. And this is a church, the Christianborg Basel Mission Church, now also Ebenezer Church, that we know today. A lot of things have happened and changed around this venue.
Sure.
And then the Gazette also gave us some information about the gazetting of the company, telling us when it was formed. Other companies, we found a lot of them. We highlighted a few of them and when they were formed. And these are some few companies that initially came up. Interestingly, we've talked about Christianborg, and this is where the story gets interesting. What actually happened at Christianborg that we've always been talking about? At Christianborg, it's important to know that we had some information in the Gazette also about a second Christianborg company that came out as a result of the strict discipline in the school, the senior school, and the organization that didn't allow their members to join the first Christianborg. And of course, they created that company there for them. And you can see here, the company flourished before in 1912, how they were. And of course, Hermanana was there. He's also an officer there. The manager of the school was a captain, and there he is, Reverend Henrik Dewart. He was a captain. And of course, you've seen that our own Hermando Annan is also there on records. This is the actual spelling of the name. And it clarifies everything. He was the head teacher too of the school, and this is them on parade. It is very interesting
so
that
all these people we have here belong to one school and is one company.
Yeah, second Christianborg.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
So, and the other people, we have Ashisin, we have Home, the officers who supported, and these are what we got on record. So you see them coming from church parade, and it's very beautiful information we have gathered for you today.
Very well. That's very interesting. What it means is that we have some companies that came up long time ago
even
that
before
we did not really know about.
Yes.
And they seem to have gone into oblivion.
Yes.
Very well. That was Officer James telling us more about the history of the Ghana Council. Now we have come home looking at what happened in the Christianborg, how it started, and places that the brigade moved to, etc. Before you leave, Officer James, where would you go from here next week?
Yeah, so this week we should be looking at the companies that came within the 1950s. You see, we created the Ghana Councils, and there were companies that came before we had the first national organizer come into the country. So we'll look at individual companies and the impact they made in our lives. Of course, the bishop has spoken about the discipline. Brigade brought discipline and was within the church and was in the schools, and discipline was integral to us. It impacted the life of a boy. So we'll look at other parts of what these other companies we have. I have a lot of beautiful information to share with you.
At this point, I want to confer on him as a professor of brigade history, and we've learned a lot. We'll still be learning a lot. There are a lot of things coming up. Thank you very much. We are taking a break. There's a Brigade Hour. I'll be back with the national organizer of the Boys Brigade Ghana. Don't go away.
The Methodist Education Unit is inviting you to be part of a momentous occasion. Join us as we proudly present the Methodist Education Week 2025, a special celebration this year dubbed the 190th Anniversary Celebration of the Methodist Church Ghana. The week kicks off with a grand connectional launch on Tuesday, May 6, 2025 at Wesley Towers. Be there at 9:30 a.m. to witness the beginning of this significant milestone. The celebration continues on Wednesday, May 7th, with simultaneous regional launches happening across all regions. Get ready for some friendly rivalry on Thursday, May 8th, with various exciting competitions taking place. Friday, May 9, 2025 is all about fun and games at all levels. Get active and enjoy a day of sporting activities. On Saturday, May 10, 2025, let's work together to keep our communities clean with a cleanup exercise. And finally, on Sunday, May 11, 2025, we come together for a special Thanksgiving and fundraising service, giving thanks for 190 years of the Methodist Church and supporting the future of Methodist education. Don't miss out on the special Methodist Education Week celebration 2025.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Still on the Brigades hour, and we have been joined by a national organizer, Officer 𝗟𝗜𝗙𝗘, who himself has gone through the mill and has joined us today for a very interesting discussion. Officer 𝗟𝗜𝗙, you are very much welcome.
Thank you.
National organizer, tell us a bit about yourself, because your position is a huge one. I want to know how far you have traveled.
Okay, well, thank you. I joined the brigade as a junior section boy in 1968.
1968.
Huh.
We have a historian again.
I've rose through the ranks, became a senior boy, and when I was commissioned as a lieutenant, I've held various positions at the regional level and currently at the national level. I was the regional assistant secretary for 2 terms, regional secretary for 2 terms, regional JS coordinator, that is junior section coordinator, for 2 terms, regional organizer for the Western region for 2 terms, and now the national organizer for the Boys Brigade Ghana Council.
So national organizer, you are going 2 terms. Let us end it here. Now, what can you tell us about the DO's command course?
Well, the Boys Brigade Ghana Council used to have basic courses and specialized courses. Basically, it was basic part 1, part 2, and at times when you pass through these 2 stages and you want to specialize in some area, you specialize. But our specialization was limited to the junior section and the band unit. So not quite long, we decided to revise our course contents, our course structure. So we moved from basic part 1, 2 to basic part 3. And then we added other command courses, which included the district organizers command course. So we have other command courses like the captain's command course.
Currently on our screens, we have the DO's command course that took place in 2nd D, and Mr. 𝗟𝗜𝗙𝗘 currently on the screen telling us something about the course. Let's hear more about the course.
Well, the course is meant for district organizers.
Okay.
In the brigade, on the Boys Brigade, we have district organizers who work directly under the regional organizers. So they are in charge of the district as far as technical training is concerned. So we thought it wise to bring all of them together at the Western Naval Command in 2nd D for them to go through rigorous training in our standards as Boys Brigade. And this took place in 2023. 2023, we brought all of them to 2nd D to go through this training.
Wonderful. So I know we've had some other training courses for national training officers. Something briefly on that one too.
Yes, last year, January, we brought prospective national training officers who have now passed out as national training officers. In the Boys Brigade, if you want to become a national training officer, there are certain requirements that you have to go through. First of all, you should be an enrolled lieutenant for more than 5 years. And then when you have the interest to become a trainer of trainers, you go through that training, which is of course a certificated one, and then you will be certified as a national training officer. So last year we brought 43 officers to the Sekondi Naval Base once again.
Wow.
And they went through the training. They were assessed, and after the assessment, we gave them the accreditation as national training officers. So in all the regions, they are now going to train officers in their various regions.
Fantastic, fantastic. Now, what about the executive command course?
Yes, the executive command course, as I said earlier on, we have revised our course structure, which included the executive command course for national executive members of the Boys Brigade. So it is also a course that has been structured in such a way that the national executive members will know their roles as national executive members, and of course guide other officers within their region as far as brigade operations are concerned. So the first executive course is coming on this weekend from 9th of May to the 11th of May 2025 at the Apostolic Retreat Center in Fafraha.
Fafraha, okay.
Yes.
So does it include denominational national executives as well, or is just limited?
Yes, we have spread our tentacles to include the denominational executive members. So we are expecting executive members from the Association of Methodist Brigades, from the Presbyterian Brigades, and from the Anglican Brigades as well, because these are the three major churches who I can say are the stakeholders of the Boys Brigade in Ghana.
Organizing
There
their
are
members
other
on
churches
denominational
as well.
lines.
Yes.
Interesting. So before you leave us, finally, national organizer, what would you want to say as far as the course is concerned and brigade in general? Your final word.
Well, the course has been structured in such a way that it will benefit everybody, and we all know what we do in the brigade. We are going to look at our standards as brigade. We are also going to look at accounting and management skills. We are also going to look at counseling, because as officers, we lead these children, and some of them, fall prey to so many social vices. So you need to know the rudiments of counseling to take them through so that they stay away from some of these things. So there are a lot of things that are going to take place this weekend. A lot of people have been invited from JIMPA to come and talk to us about some of the course contents.
Thank you very much. That was a national organizer telling us about the executive command course. As you mentioned, the whole curriculum has been restructured. So we have a lot of things. When I come back, I'm heading to Kufuria. Don't go away. Brigades are. Stay tuned.
When the strong tides lift and the cables strain, will your handkerchief over remains?
Under the distinguished patronage of our founding churches, the Methodist, Presbyterian, Anglican, the Evangelical Presbyterian, the 𝗟𝗡𝗎, and other affiliate churches of Ghana, the Boys and Girls Brigade Councils of Ghana present the Brigades Hour. Hallelujah! A stimulating and instructive hour-long, made-for-you TV magazine extravaganza featuring lively archival recap of the history of the Boys and Girls Brigades as international and domestic ecumenical, non-denominational, regimented Christian organizations. Join us on the extensive journey of discovery of the four core pillars of all our programs: the physicality of our camping, expedition, and drills, the spiritually uplifting praise, worship, and intensive Bible study for all our boys and girls in our company meetings, highly educational content of our artificial intelligence and robotic contact sessions for all our boys and girls, and our extensive basic and command courses for all our officers. As for the social fit and balance, we rely on recreation, sports, and our youth parliament. Take a cozy front seat and soak in our captivating segments: district, regional, and national reports, denominational reports, international briefs, and the frills and thrills, Brigade Drills. Be interactive with us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and WhatsApp, and win excellent prizes on our monthly GB and BB quiz as you join us on phone. It's the Brigade Hour, showing live on WTV and PCG TV on Wednesdays at these exclusive times. GB, seek, serve, follow Christ. BB, sure and steadfast.
Storms of life, when the clouds unfold, their wings are struck, when the strong
Brigades Hour. Oh, you dosing, Toffee?
shift over remains.
You're welcome back to Brigada, and with me we have Reverend Ernest Obing from the First Mampong, who is joining us this evening. Reverend Father, you're welcome. You're welcome once again.
Reverend Father, tell us about Eastern Region. How is Eastern Region?
By the grace of God, Eastern Region is fine. Everything is fine in Eastern Region.
Okay, so you are the parish priest at St. Peter's.
St. Paul's.
St. Paul's.
St. Paul's, Mamponekwapim.
St. Paul's, Mamponekwapim.
Yes, please.
You have a company in your church, I presume.
Yes, please.
How's the company doing?
First Mampon. First Mampon is doing well. By the grace of God, it is doing well.
I understand you have a break in your activities as far as your history is concerned.
Sure.
What happened?
When it comes to the Anglican Brigade in Koforidua Diocese, we had a short break. In fact, we were enjoying ourselves in our short break, but now due to our bishop, he has waking us up, so nowadays we are no more enjoying the break. Yes, so we've come back by the help of our bishop.
Okay.
We've come back. So we are reviving our brigades in the diocese.
Yeah, so how did the training course go?
It was fine. It was nice. We had, in fact, let me say a big thank you to the national president for all that he is doing to help the Anglican Brigade to revive. In fact, president is doing very well. So, so these are some of the pictures for our enrollment.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes, this is the launching. We launched our 10th anniversary as a company, and then after which we had the 10th enrollment and the anniversary. Yes, please. The bishop was there, yes, to grace the occasion, and it was a very colorful occasion. Yeah.
Right, so you are the brigades we are having a focus on Eastern Region, and we are zooming in on the Anglican Brigades. We had a training course for them to mobilize and revive the companies in Eastern Region. So Reverend Father Obing is here with us, telling us about how Eastern Region is doing. Reverend Father, what would you say about enrollment of boys and girls in Koforidua? How are the numbers going after this revival?
Yes, after the training, we've all come back. Now we have about 5 parishes eager to have enrollment, and hopefully this year we will enroll about 5 parishes in the Eastern Region.
Okay.
That's lovely. And also we would want to know how the growth is going. Do you see them being vibrant? Do you see that
Sure.
we have a potential of, or the numbers are coming?
Yes, please. I would say we have a potential and the numbers are coming too, because nowadays the youth, they've accepted the brigade. You see, those days they were not interested. I don't know the reason, but they weren't interested. But today, the interest has come, and they are doing all their best to revive. Especially, we had 5 companies in the diocese. We had Odan Cathedral, that's Koforidua proper. We have in Sanwem, we have Suhum and Mampong. And by the grace of God, they've all come back.
Oh,
they've all come back.
That's
so
lovely.
they are, yes.
Okay. So, Reverend Father, can you help us to know why do you think our viewers, our watchers should join Brigade?
Brigade is one of the organization in the church that groom young people, and one of our pillars is discipline.
Okay.
And when you talk of discipline, we know how far indiscipline these days it has brought the nation. So as Brigade is for discipline, I will encourage all young men to join the Boys and Girls Brigade so that they will all be disciplined. So as for Brigade, I would say that it's a very good organization of which young men and women must always be eager to join.
Thank you very much. One quick final word, short one.
All right.
From you. One quick short word from you.
Short word. Yes. So I would say a big thank you to our Bishop, Right Reverend Felix Odeya-Nancy, for the help he is offering Boys and Girls Brigade in Koforidua Diocese, and also thank the National President for all that he is doing for our diocese to revive our brigade, and also to Koforidua Diocese, all the members and everybody in Koforidua Diocese. I will encourage everybody to welcome, embrace the Boys and Girls Brigade in our various parishes. Those who came for the training, they are also doing everything that they can to bring the children together, the different company to revive them, and those who don't have to have the brigade in their parishes. So we will urge, especially the parents in our parishes, to make way for the company to be established in their parishes.
Thank you very much. That was Reverend Father. Make way for the companies to be established. Stephen and Mabel coming up. I'm taking a very quick, short break, and then I'll have a session with Stephen and Mabel. Don't go away. Brigades are.
This is the new Wesley Towers. It is a state-of-the-art office space located in the Ambassadorial Enclave, Accra. The property comes with a main entrance foyer with a classic central chandelier lighting. Our 13-passenger elevator with an air diffuser and a display screen for all your outfits will surely take you to the auditorium. At the Wesley Towers is a 500-seater auditorium for all your events. It's fully soundproof with a centralized air conditioning system. Our line of speakers, MCR, LED screens, and LED stage lights are fully in place. After an eventful day in our auditorium, you are sure to feel refreshed in the spacious 200-seater capacity roof terrace with a pergola in place. With 100 available car parking space, this new edifice is safe and secured with our security systems in place. Over 100 camera points and car parking control system. We have washrooms, restaurant, and an on-site clinic. Book our conference rooms for your corporate meetings, whilst admiring the water fountain synchronizing with colorful lighting and music. Wesley Towers is designed to make you feel safe, offering you the needed luxurious space. It comes with affordable pricing package. Please contact for details and inspection. 0503 109 978 or 0500 166 304 or 0556 302 880 0243 614 423. Wesley Towers, offering you a safe, secured, luxurious space.
Welcome back to the Brigades Hour. We are not only live on WTV, we are also live on PCG TV as well as Adwa TV. You can reach us on our social media handles. And in this interview segment, we'll open the phone line so that you can join us. Let us interact. I've been joined by Stephen and Mabel. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Stephen and Mabel from Koforidua, First Mampong.
Yes.
First Mampong.
Yes, please.
Very well. Tell us about your companies. Mabel first, ladies.
Okay. First Mampong company started in 2013, way back in 2013. But along the line, so far we had 4 enrollment. But along the line, it's dropped. Let me put it, it dropped, meaning everything was shattered for us. But thanks to our Lord Bishop, Felix Anansi, and the NEC, who saw the need to revive the Anglican Brigades. And surely, First Mampong is very happy. In fact, we are the very first company in the diocese who have been able to do our enrollment. And we are happy it has been so. Because, you know, as my Lord Bishop said, discipline is something of late people shun against it. Because I don't want you to talk about my child. When whatever the child is doing, whether it's going well or not, don't say anything about it. But fortunately for us now, parents are in our parish are getting to know the need for the awards to be part of the Boys and Girls Brigade. One may ask, you're of age, why are you saying you are part of the Boys or the Girls Brigade? It's for everybody, not children alone, because the key and the principles of it is to train children to become better people in future. So that is what I can say about our company for now.
Excellent.
Wow. To train our people, our boys and girls, whether young or old, that is excellent. Okay, we come to you, sir. What would you say?
Well, first of all, thanks to the National President and our Lord Bishop and the NEC executives for this opportunity to talk to you about the brigade. I always say that the brigade is a form of evangelism. It's a platform for winning souls to God. So once you get the opportunity to join the brigade, you have to come down and let the officers in the brigade train you up to be a better person in life. Because we all joined as young people, and today, look at where we are now. So I must say, the brigade is a very good platform for all young people in the world to join.
How would you describe the level of enthusiasm of officers? What's the passion level like?
Well, first, I must say nowadays, people are not showing interest in the brigade again, because it seems like you don't see the need of it. But those of us who have been in it for a little while, we know what we want to achieve in our life. So I will urge people to forget what people are saying about the brigade and come and join us to win souls for God.
Before Rama comes in, Mabel, he's saying that people do not see the need to join the brigade now. What do you think the missing link is? Why are they not ready to join? And what can we do to drive people into the brigade?
I think the education should be more. We should give more education on what actually the brigade does in our various parishes, in our various companies, so in our various communities as well, so that everybody will know the need to win souls for God, as my brother rightly said. Yes, it's a form of evangelism. For instance, maybe you are a working class and you can go out, going around, bringing people on board, but as a form of education, because of the activities that we do, you can win souls for God. Because, you know, it's a non-denominational organization, and people from other churches come in. Sometimes, for us, we do, as one of our activities is based on Anglicanism. We teach people what actually we do in our church. Why the Reverend Father is in a white gown, why he's in a belt, all those things which teach people. And through that, people get to know, oh, after all, Anglican Church is not like worshipping idols, but there's a reason for whatever they are doing, and people are just join the church. I know about 2 people who have been members of the church now because of the brigade.
Wonderful, wonderful. Hey, Kofodia, Mampo, Eastern region, we are calling all of you. Let's join the brigade. Kofodia, yes, we will join Boys and Girls Brigade, whether you are young or old. Now I'm going to activate the phone lines. Join us on 025 625 3461. 025 625 3461. You can also reach us on 053 835 0625. 053 835 0625. Brigades are live on WTV, PCG TV, and Adwa TV. Focus on Eastern region. The phone lines are active. Stephen, before we stone you.
No, we are not stoning him today. Not today. Yes, not today.
I want you to touch on just one thing that you think the brigade in Eastern region can do to push us to the next level.
Well, thank you for the question. I might say that the officers in the Eastern region, we must come together and build a strong team to go out there and get the children, because we have kids out there who shows interest in what we are doing, but it seems like they don't get the vision of it well. So I must say that the officers in 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘, they should open up and know more about the brigade so that we can also move further.
Okay.
Right. And Mabel, do you only think the officers have to push harder? Probably, is there any other way you would want the brigade to be attractive to others, for them to know that this is not just about playing drums, you know, it's more to it? So any other thing?
Yeah, I think I always based on a parish priest.
Okay.
The parish priest and our council members, parochial church council members. They are the head, the leaders in the church. They can also support in diverse ways. Okay. As you know, in brigade, most of our things for the kids, some parents can't afford. From where we are coming from, some parents can't afford. So I will urge the parish priests and the council leaders to always support the brigade. If you are fortunate to have a priest who is in love with what the youth do or what children do, you are good to go. Everything will move on well with you. But in the case that you don't have somebody who is interested, you know, everything that we do in this world bounces on interest.
Yeah.
So when the interest is there, it pushes you up.
Right.
Thank you very much. Oh, Kofori the House of your opponent, one support to Brigade in my hand eye. We also need sponsors. People who are financially healthy come in and support Brigade work. Kofori Flowers, Miss will be enjoying the Brigade. When I come to prayer next time, I will see all the flowers in the Brigade. Stephen, as we move to the next stage, what do you think should be the vision of Kofori Adawsi? As far as Anglican Brigades is concerned, you know, we had to go through a revival and all of that. And the father said that we have our 5 companies. He mentioned in Sawom, Zoom, and other things. What do you think should be the vision going forward?
Please come again.
I'm saying that as we try to push Anglican Brigades to the next level, what do you think should be our focus? What should be the vision for Anglican Brigades in Koforidua Dawson? Maybe we have to target some more companies, we have to target some more churches, and then do some drive through the whole municipality and then awaken some. What do you think we can do?
Well, I think it stands on the youth. If the youth in the church comes together, because it seems like in Koforidua we have different guilds in the church, so we have youth in the church who are in different guilds, and they see to it that the brigade is a different guild on its own. But I'll urge them to come and join the brigade, because we are all youth, and as the saying goes, if we want a better nation, we the youth must come together and work so that the nation will move on to the next level. So that's what I feel like. I'll say that the youth in the church that are in different guilds too should also come and join the brigade, because it's also a
Stephen,
youth platform.
I'll come back to you. Kweku from Accra.
Hello.
Hello, Kweku.
Uncle Fee.
Yes, sir. Tell your thing.
I'm from Kweku from Accra.
Ojidan Tinkran, Kweku from Accra.
No.
Akwaba, Brigades Hour.
Yo, we want to comment. Comment. For now, Mampong, Anglican Diocese. I think they are doing good work.
Okay.
We pray for strength so they can continue and go higher and enroll more companies.
Thank you very much, Kweku from Accra. Our regards to those in Accra. Tell them we are happy they are joining us. You can also reach us on 025-625-3461. We are live on WTV, PCG TV, and Adwa TV. So we are focusing on Koforidua flowers, small handle, and you bring. Now, maybe you have to draw the flowers into the brigade.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that? Maybe you have to organize a route march through the place and then visit churches where they don't have their brigades, and then excite some people to volunteer as officers. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Sure. With the help of our youth director, the Reverend Father Ernesto Bain, who is the parish priest of Mampong, he's doing very well, and he's really encouraging us to do more, bringing more flowers into the system. So as he rightly said in his interview, 5 parishes are seriously preparing to be enrolled, and I think after that,
Mabel, we have a caller. We have Ebenezer from Takrady on our line. Ebenezer, you are welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Please, what do you have for us? Hello, Ebenezer.
Yes, I can hear you.
Very well.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm happy this program is going on. And I'm asking if that we can organize one of these camp meetings at Koforidua to revive the Anglican Brigades for them.
Okay. Yeah, I believe from our speakers, they are saying that it has already been revived, and I hope they are in plans with the campaign. I'm sure they have that in line.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
so thank you very much. Thank you so much. They have that in mind, so.
On that camping note, give us your final words.
okay, very, very grateful to be here, and I wish this kind of program will continue, not just and I didn't wonder, but it will be a continuous something to encourage more people to get on board on the brigade. On that note, thank you very much to my Lord Bishop. We really appreciate him for the love for kids and the youth in the church. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, my Lord Bishop, for your love for the youth in the church. It's been Stephen and Mabel. We are not stoning them today. Maybe another time.
Yes, another time.
We are interested in everybody in Koforidua joining the brigade. Reverend Father Ernest Obey, parish priests, and Dalsan Jew, director of Koforidua Diocese. We are grateful for your presence. We thank you all for the work you are doing out there in Koforidua. We have our phone lines active. You can still join us. We have programs coming up, and we will come back and tell you about the programs that are coming up. We are taking a break. Brigades Hour. Don't go away.
Storms of life, when the clouds unfold, their wings are struck. When the strong tides lift and the cables strain, will your anchor shift over remains? Will your anchor see the storms of life, when the clouds unfold, their wings are struck. When the strong tides lift and the cables strain, will your anchor shift over remains? Will your anchor see the storms of life, when the clouds unfold, their wings are struck. When the strong tides lift and the cables strain, will your anchor shift over remains? Will your anchor see the storms of life, when the clouds unfold, their wings are struck. When the strong tides lift and the cables strain, will your anchor shift over remains?
Welcome back. This is a Brigades Hour. We've been here for the past 16 minutes. It's interesting how time flies when you are enjoying yourself. What events do we have coming up? At this juncture, we want to find out what the events are. We have a few things that we would want to be seeing in the next few days, and what are they? Global Fellowship Week, 2nd to 8th June 2025. And we're expecting strong participation from anchor session, junior section, company session, senior section, young leaders, and then companies worldwide. Now we'll be drawing pictures, will be photography, there will be building stronger, keeping up challenges, and all of that. Stay tuned, you will have to be part of this. Follow us on our lines. 14th Biennial Delegates Conference at St. John's Methodist Society, Takwa, Abontiaku, 9th to 11th May 2025. That's the Association of Methodist Brigades, Ghana, Takwa Diocese, 14th Biennial Delegates Conference. AMB, the Lord truly reigns.
Okay, we also have the 4th Biennial Delegates Conference, which has the theme Discipleship, Growing into Christian Maturity, which will be taking place at the Bethlehem Methodist Chapel, Pokwase, on the 9th to 11th May 2025. Hope to see you there.
Thank you very much for joining us. Dawson Conferences, essay writing competition, Takwa, Northern Accra, and Sunyani. I expect that would all highlight the essay competition so that the boys and girls will be able to join.
Okay, with a hope of glorious memory, we announce the death of Mr. Daniel Kwekufe, aka Grandpa, which happens on
31st May 2025. That is when the burial service is taking place. Kokufe, Grandpa, gone home. Thank you all very much for being with us. Rama, what are your final words before we leave?
All right, so my final words are, today we've heard a lot, and it's all about discipline. Brigade being about discipline, going out to tell people about Christ and making it attractive for them, also installing in them the discipline of the youth so that this nation can be a better one. Thank you for watching.
At the same time next week, we'll be here again with the Brigades Hour. And so through all the length of days, thy goodness feeleth never. Danke. ICC induction coming up on Sunday. We are expecting to see you there. Thank you all very much. This is the Brigades Hour. We'll see you again. Bye.
Bye.
Strong tides lift and the cable strain. Will your anchor shift over remains? Will your anchor see the storms of life? When the clouds unfold, their wings are struck. When the strong